Hello.
Just need to get out of the system for a second.
Hey?
Need to get out of the system for a second.
Get what out of the system?
Laughing.
Ah.
Right, hello everyone. So we've been tagged in the 10 questions challenge, but we've actually been tagged in 2, or like someone mentioned to do 2. So what we've done, hope it's okay, we've actually done a mashup of both. So we've just picked 5 questions from each, like randomly, and just put them together. So ours is going to be a bit of a hybrid of the 2. So yeah, let's crack on. Right, so number 1, how many rolls of toilet paper do you have at the moment?
I think we've got 4 rolls.
Yeah, because we never stocked up on anything anyway when everyone was panic buying. A, because obviously we can't really, and B, we didn't really need to, did we?
No.
There was a couple of times at the beginning, wasn't there, of the lockdown that it was a bit touch and go, but then we were separate anyway. So yeah, when you left, you took some toilet roll, and then I had a couple. So that was probably when it got quite bad.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, we were just...
Luckily I was working, so I didn't necessarily need toilet roll.
Didn't need as many, yeah. So yeah, so we've only got about 4 on us at the moment. Number 2, what has been the biggest change since the lockdown?
I think it's not being able to travel.
Yeah,
not being able to go anywhere.
Being like, to be fair, I don't mind being static in the motorhome. It's not bad, is it? It's not great, because obviously we'd rather be moving around. But yeah, apart from not being able to travel, nothing much has really changed, has it?
No,
not a massive amount. Number 3, where are you currently parked? So we're on your sister's driveway at the moment.
Yeah, sister's driveway. She was very kind to put us up.
Yeah, so they actually moved their own motorhome, didn't they? Which was very nice of them, into a sort of storage that they had, and very kindly let us stay, and that was it. Yeah. Been here ever since. So I was here when we were separated. I was here in the other motorhome, and then obviously when your current contract finished, you came back, and then we went back in together. But obviously you're about to go off working again, aren't you?
Yeah, should be working again tomorrow, so... Yeah.
Excellent.
It's all good.
It's all good. Number 4. So again, this is where the mashup comes in. How many subscribers have you currently got on your YouTube channel? So unbelievably, we've actually got, like, I think we're about 9 shy of 1,300, which is quite phenomenal, really.
It's incredible.
We say it all the time. I know we're like a broken record, but we literally are just a couple of bumbling idiots with no idea what we're doing. We're not that great at video. Like, we're not as like used to it yet, are we? So yeah, thank you ever so much for subscribing. That's brilliant. Number 5, how many views has your channel had? So again, I looked at this just before we filmed, and again, unbelievably, I think it's just shy of 20,000 or something, which I think, if I looked at that right, again, to me that's amazing, because I never suspect anyone wants to...
No, we thought we'd just be recording for ourselves, really.
Basically. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Did I say number 5 just now?
So how many views? So now
number 6. Okay, so this is where we go back to
what do you miss the most?
Yeah, what do you miss the most? Travelling, I guess.
Yeah, not being able to change our surroundings.
And also, just we're missing being able to see people. We're missing, going and meeting up with sort of friends, and sort of...
Yeah, all the other van life. Obviously, the shows, we had probably 5 shows I think we were supposed to be at, and obviously
4 or 5.
we would have been meeting up with people at the shows and stuff like that, and the like Quirky and like the motorhome shows,
International Camper Van Show,
the Warner Leisure ones.
Yeah, we had a couple of them to go to as well, didn't we? So, and that was all supposed to be over this period. So so basically, since the plan was we were stopping our year's travel, obviously end of March, sort of beginning of April, and then we literally were going straight into like 4 or 5 back-to-back shows. So we had all these things lined up. Again, I know there's other things going on in the world, but obviously just from our perspective,
real world problems.
But obviously, yeah, that's what we're missing, is just seeing people, and actually being home where we are now is really hard, because again we can't go and see people that we haven't seen since we went travelling. Like, we haven't seen them all year, and we're literally within, you know, touching distance, reaching distance, and we can't see them. So that's making it even more sort of a little bit more difficult, isn't it? But like we say, real world problems. We're back together, and I think we're back to some sort of unity now, aren't we?
Yeah, getting there.
Yeah, because it was quite weird actually, after being separate for say so long. I think because it felt longer, coming back together was actually a little bit harder than I thought it would be. So yeah, we're all back to, all 5 of us all back together now. So surprised no one's kicking off actually. They're all quite quiet.
They're waiting for food.
Waiting for food, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's nearly dinner time for them. Number 7. How long has it been since you've been at a campsite? So the last campsite would have been Wareham Forest.
Oh yeah.
When we did our last.
We're getting filmed, weren't we?
We're doing our last filming video with Erwin Heimer, the last one. So that would have been the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Because it was just at the end, and so it was the beginning of March, and that was when we came home straight after that, wasn't it? And then we decided to stop, and then of course a couple of weeks later or whatever. A few weeks later, obviously the lockdown happened. Number 8. How many other YouTube channels have you met in person?
YouTubers.
Yeah, this is where it sounds a bit name droppy actually, because the second half of last year was just mental, wasn't it? We literally went to a handful of shows and meetups, and we met so many people. Like, I can't even.
And the motorhome show as well. Obviously, there was the meet up at the motorhome show as well. So that was
that's
met a lot of guys there that I hadn't seen before. So yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, we went to the motorhome shows, like the shows and the meetups. So we've met so many people, and it's so weird when you. I had a little bit of that thing where you first meet someone that you've been watching, obviously not on the telly, but technically on a screen, and you're like, oh, they're real. Like, it's a real person. Yeah. So
thanks, Mills.
That actually took a lot longer than I thought that would.
It's because she sleeps there.
It's because she normally sleeps where we're sitting on the dinette, and it's dinner time, so she's like.
The amount of it's got to be in over 30 probably YouTubers.
Well over, because we've just been lucky enough to meet so many, and they're all different as well. We've met so many from different groups. You know, like some of the ones that we sort of follow on Twitter, you know, caravanners, motorhomers, and then Instagram and van life and everything in between, really. So so it's got to be well over 30 or more, I reckon. But it's amazing because we've made new friends, and it really, I think for me that was when it really solidified us into the community, because you were getting to meet other people who live your lifestyle. But who you can also talk to for help and advice, and then, you know, it's nice when you can give them, like, offer them help or advice if they've got a question. So it's loads, and we're really grateful for that. Number 9, what camera or cameras do you use? Literally my phone. That's what we're filming on right now, and we also have
an Olympus action cam. Yeah,
so it's you bought it ages ago, didn't you? Like, before we moved out, when we were like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna vlog this, we're gonna do this on YouTube, and then we never did. But yeah, it's not it's literally an action cam, so it only films in wide angle, but it's really cool because it's like waterproof. It's you know, you can do everything with it. You don't need any additional covers or anything, do you? It's quite robust. It's quite cool.
Apart from the angle, if we were doing action stuff, surfing and all sorts of swimming, which we haven't done, then it'll be fine. But
we don't do anything action related. We just walk. What's that?
That's us.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
I thought it was a cat destroying something else in here.
No.
So literally, like I say, we're not massive vloggers, are we yet? We're still getting used to it, and obviously I prefer to write, to be honest. So I think I used to get sort of really too involved and think, oh my god, we need all this equipment, and really get myself all worked up about videos and subscribers and stats and things like that. And like, if anyone that read the last blog post that I did, where I was just a bit more honest about you know, actually struggling with it a little bit, now I'm just trying to take it as it comes. We just film it, and if we're happy with it, great, but try not to read too much into it or try not to take it too seriously at the moment. That's just for us personally, because there are so many other people putting out such brilliant content and they really work hard at it. You know, and we're just sort of in the background just doing it, you know, not as a laugh,
for ourselves.
yeah, just for ourselves really, and for anyone else that's interested. So yeah, so literally equipment wise, we use a phone, and I have got a little Shure mic on top, and that's it really.
MV88
Plus.
Oh,
Go
plus.
straight into your phone.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. And number 10, how are you exercising or doing workouts?
Just going, yeah, not really. Just going for walks. We are going for like.
Yeah, we are
have
going
been-
for a lot of walks actually.
Have been doing our one walk per day sort of thing. I mean, I've been getting a lot of exercise at work, to be fair. So for me, it's been a little bit different, but.
Yeah, that's true actually. And I was making sure that I did my one sort of strict exercise a day, because it was actually really, I think it was a good routine for me, and it really helped me mentally as well, I think. But yeah, we try and go out for a walk. Obviously we're allowed to go out unlimited now,
yeah.
but obviously again we try not to add to all the traffic that's already out there, like pedestrian wise and car wise. So yeah, we still go out maybe one to two times a day, don't we? Do lots of walks. And I do go out on my bike as well, maybe a couple of times a week. I try to go out on the little fold up just to get some different exercise. So that's it really.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, that's the 10 questions. So hope that was all right with everyone, because we did a bit of a mashup, just to keep it a bit different, so you're not quite sure what question's going to come next. And yeah, we will get round to doing a van tour video. It's a little bit more difficult. We'd
rather do it when the campsite's open, to be honest. So
Yeah.
wait until there's sort of movement and we can get to a campsite, I think.
Yeah, so it will be coming. And yeah, that's it really.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Thank you.
Done.
Bye.